This video is brought to you by Manscaped.com, the ultimate brand of men's hygiene and grooming. Everybody knows about their Lawnmower 4.0, the best body hair trimmer I've ever used by far. It's also included in the Performance Package Bundle, which I had to get. Not only do they come with that miracle trimmer, they also come with the Crop Preserver and Crop Reviver deodorant and toner for downstairs grooming and hygiene. Everything in the package is great to use in and out of the shower. The Lawnmower 4.0 can be used in the shower because it is waterproof, which is very convenient. And the Preserver and Reviver is great afterward, and man, it just feels very hydrating for the rest of the day. This bundle alone is all you're going to need. But they have released their new collection of boxer briefs, and it's an excellent way to close off your grooming. The shave in the shower, toner and deodorant afterward, and then placing the boxer briefs on. There is not a better combination in the world, because man, these things just feel good to wear, especially in the hot weather because it keeps everything cool. And I had to get 3 of them, all different colors. You can get all black, which is very straightforward, not too flashy or anything, but you could also be like a champion black and gold colors, a little bit more on the flashy side. And then of course there's the classy gray color with pinstripe design. You're not going to find more comfortable and more stylish boxer briefs than these. And to get these products, just visit manscaped.com, use the promo code WEASEL20, that's WEASLE20, and you get 20% off plus free international shipping. Again, visit manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you. The current champ and one of the greatest featherweights of all time, Alexander Volkanovski, has an amazing record of 24-1. Currently on a 20-win streak, and witnessing how great he is, a lot of people are probably wondering who beat this guy and how did that loss to Corey Nelson happen. There's not too much footage on that fight. There's not too much known about that fight, but we do have something here that shows exactly how Alexander Volkanovski fell for the first and only time. It was a welterweight fight. Corey Nelson is much bigger than Volkanovski. He was 5'10", which is actually 1 inch shorter than Max Holloway, someone that Volkanovski fought twice. But the guy is a natural 170er. Volkanovski dropped from welterweight to lightweight and then to featherweight, showing the massive size difference between him and his previous welterweight opponents. He didn't stay in that weight class for too long, and for good reason. Corey Nelson knocked Alexander Volkanovski out in the 3rd round. The fact that he even went so far deserves respect and credit for itself. But the much bigger man went to the body with a kick attacking the liver, and then started spamming up head kicks, which Volkanovski was defending but recklessly. Maybe because the body shot hurt him, his reaction was to lean over, and he also wanted to block the head kicks at the same time, but it did push Volkanovski back and force him to try to counter or intercept Corey Nelson from getting on him. And that's actually something that Volkanovski always does in fights. He doesn't like to just move away from the opponent. He generally likes to intercept their aggression, sometimes with a right overhand or even a left hook. And you saw him trying to intercept Corey Nelson with a left hook / left overhand, given that the guy's so much taller than him. And Nelson met him with an uppercut up the center as Volkanovski is leaning, which he does very often. And this put Volkanovski down, and you might see a resemblance to when he fought Max Holloway. Holloway caught him with the same kind of uppercut multiple times in their second fight, and even dropped Volkanovski with it as well, but Volk was being more aggressive when he got hit by these uppercuts. But the reason why the uppercut in general is able to find home on Volkanovski through his guard is because, number one, his natural stance has his arms pretty wide open. He leaves a lot of space up the center just naturally, and he has to really bring his hands inward to try to block the uppercut. And oftentimes when he's moving backwards or moving forward, he opens up big time with his left hand, like lunges forward, and that creates a natural opening for an orthodox fighter's right uppercut, which is the same reason as to why both Corey Nelson and Max Holloway were able to land the uppercuts on Alexander Volkanovski. Even when he's the longer fighter in a fight like against Chad Mendes, he was doing the exact same thing, throwing his body into the fire. But he's so confident in his speed that he doesn't really expect the opponent to counter him so effectively, in which Holloway was able to do. Even though Holloway is 5'11", he has a shorter arm span than Alexander Volkanovski. So regardless of the body type of his opponent, he's going to attack him in a very similar manner. He even did the same thing against Korean Zombie in his last fight, but just there was a major speed advantage in that one where he didn't really feel threatened at all to explode on KZ. Now, of course, he's much better these days. 2013 was a long time ago, and he's definitely gotten better in every area. But do not be surprised if Volkanovski gets hurt again, moving forward or moving backwards by a right uppercut. Only if he's in the orthodox stance. When he's in the southpaw stance, the angle is a little bit different and things change. Fighters are going to have to mimic his stance in order to land the same kind of shot. And he's going up against Holloway again. This same weakness could potentially still be there, just like when Corey Nelson showed everybody, to where Chad Mendes and Max Holloway both capitalized on this.